Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to talk about productivity, how to master it, and how to get things done. Let's get started. Today I wanted to share you my productivity system that I personally use. It is not Pomodoro, it is not checklist, it's something a little bit different, but working from home, having a YouTube channel, doing a French class, having a family, this is all very overwhelming. There's lots of things to do and a lot of things come up during the day, and I feel like this productivity system has been the savior for me. It helps me to get things done, reflect on what I did and what went wrong. I will show you in detail what it looks like, and also there will be a free PDF that you can download for your own use, and you can print it out and fill it in. It will be free, feel free to pick it up. Hopefully it will be helpful for you, but let me explain first a little bit behind the scenes of how I came up with that structure for myself. So recently I have been reading the book which is called Everything is a Fact, the book about hope by Mark Manson. He gave very interesting explanation of how our brain works. Essentially, there are two parts of our brain, which is the thinking brain, which is responsible for rational thinking, decision making, and just logical thinking. And then there is a feeling brain, which is responsible for our emotions, impulses, intuition, and things like that. So we have these two parts of our brain, thinking brain and feeling brain, and we usually think that it's actually the thinking brain that makes all the decisions. However, that's not actually the case. And the way Mark Manson explained it, which I really liked, is that if you imagine a car, there's a passenger seat and the driver's seat. We always think that thinking brain is in the driver's seat, making all the decisions of what we should do, what's our next step, should we go to the gym, should we subscribe to a class, should we date this person. And then there is a feeling brain that is in the passenger seat, and we sort of consider it like a reaction versus really any decision making. So the feeling brain would react with emotions and would respond to what the thinking brain does, or to the decision that it makes, but it's actually not the case. In fact, the way it works is our feeling brain is in the driver's seat, and it just does all crazy stuff. Like, it acts on its emotions, intuitions, on its whims, and the thinking brain just tries to justify whatever it does. The simple example to explain it is that you wake up in the morning and you want to go to the gym. You want to go to the gym, you should go to the gym, you know it, your thinking brain knows it. However, your feeling brain just doesn't feel like it. It's like, yeah, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't know, I just don't feel like it today. So what our thinking brain does is that it starts coming up with an excuses. Oh, like, I don't have a clean gym clothes, or it's too cold outside, or I have to drive and I will just lose too much time, there's not enough time. So knowing that our feeling brain is basically the most important decision maker, how can we trick it into doing the things that we need to accomplish? So how do we actually trick our feeling brain into getting things done? And here comes the negotiation and the emotion. We know that feeling brain responds to emotion. So what if thinking brain would explain to your feeling brain that if you go to the gym, you would look really great, or you will feel that happiness after, or you will feel a sense of accomplishment that at 7 a.m. everybody's still sleeping, but you are a superhero who ran 10K already by this time. So this is the most important principle that we need to remember about productivity, is that we need to trick our brain into getting things done through emotions, through making it feel good, and through negotiation. And the next question is, how do you build a productivity system based on that? And that is what I'm going to explain to you right now. Have you ever noticed how kids get excited when they accomplish something, and then they get a sticker for it, and then another sticker, and then another sticker, and they're super happy? This is because they feel that emotional reward of accomplishment through that sticker. Basically, what I did is that I applied the exact same system, but to myself. And instead of sticker, I'm giving myself a different kind of rewards. Now it's actually time to take a closer look at the system that I use. So the system that I use has two important components, which is the weekly plan and the daily plan. In the weekly plan, we have First, a list of tasks that we need to accomplish, and these are the tasks like going to the doctor or sending the paper for a mortgage or getting to the bank to renew your card, just all the appointments we need to run through. Maybe it's posting a video, all the tasks that we need to do. They can be creative, they can be administrative, anything. Just making a list there, very simple. You can write it down, dump your brain on, do the brain dump of everything that you need to do. The next session is a very simplified habit tracker, and in that habit tracker we have 5 days a week. You can put 7 if you would like to, and then you can put habits that you want to maintain. However, do not put just like running. Put exactly how many times do you want to run. If you want to run 3 times, put 3 times. Similarly, if you want to read more, do not just write read a book, because let's be honest, you will not read the book if you just write read a book. It doesn't work because the goal is too overwhelming if you're not used to reading and if you don't have that habit. So write something like read 10 pages a day, and for every day that you did it, you can put a check mark. Similarly, you can put things like journaling or meditation, and also on the page you would write a reward, and the reward would come if you did all the things in your habit tracker that you were supposed to do. So if you ran 3 times, read 10 pages a day, you would give yourself a reward. In my system, I write the reward from the very beginning so that I know what it is that my feeling brain is looking forward to it. As I said before, our feeling brain is really hooked on emotions. So the reward should be related to emotions. It could be something like a meeting with a friend, and if you haven't seen them for a while and you kept on pushing that meeting back, or it could be something like going to the cinema or going to your favorite restaurant where there is this tasty, delicious pancakes that you love, and that would really like be a pleasure for your soul. Anyway, you get it. It can be something that's not only material, and this is actually very important. It cannot only be material, because remember, our feeling brain needs emotions. Just a treat for yourself at the end of the week for doing a good job, and at the end you will have some space for other weekly tasks or things like that. Doesn't have to be very structured, but just remember keeping that tracker. If it is too hard for you just to look forward to that one reward at the end of the week, you can do it daily, but just make sure the reward is a little bit smaller. So maybe it can be something like, if I accomplish all of the tasks from my daily list, I would watch 30 minutes of my favorite TV show. So that, again, your brain is looking forward to that reward, and it knows that once it accomplishes what it has to do, it will feel happy watching your favorite romantic comedy or whatever you like watching. Anyways, so now we can move to the daily plan. So at the top of the daily plan, I have an inspirational quote or motivational quote, any quote that I like, and I usually write them out myself. Here I have, you can control 2 things, your work ethics and your attitude about everything. This is an example of the quote. You can use something to give you a little boost in the morning. So we have here 3 columns. In the first one, we have a daily plan, which is things that you plan to do, and here I suggest even writing in things like lunch, dinner. So anything that goes into your schedule. For example, I have morning run, breakfast work, lunch work, dinner, class. Just an approximate skeleton of your day. It doesn't have to be detailed. This is mostly just to see how your day looks like, and also you can schedule in here the weekly tasks that you need to do. So you can go back to your weekly sheet and just fill in everything that you need to do. But one thing is that I don't break it too detailed. For example, for work, just because at work I have a separate list of tasks that I need to do. This is more personal for me, to know what my day is looking like, and to be aware of the things, of the habits that I want to maintain and the things that I want to schedule in there. The second column is actually what I did, which is the recap that you will do in the evening. Basically, you would write there things that you did so you can compare it to what you planned or what you assumed today would be like. This actually helps the reflection and just to see what went wrong, why I didn't do it. Maybe there's not enough motivation in there. Maybe I should add there a reward. And then the last tiny column is the mood. This is to mark for you a mood that you were in. Maybe you weren't feeling great, and it's like a bar, so you can mark there how you feel. And then there is 3 small sections, and the first section is why your mood was this way, and you can write there why your mood and your productivity was this way. You can write there maybe, oh, I got stuck on YouTube for 2 hours, or things like that. So just to see what you did that prevented you from being as productive and accomplishing things as you want it to be. The second question is, what was great about today? And this is a small reflection on your day to see what was good, what was exciting, what made you happy, and just to look for that positive moments in your day, to have that positive mindset. And sometimes it might feel like some days we didn't accomplish anything, but we actually accomplished a lot. And the last one is, what awesome did you do today? Here you can write accomplishments that you did today. Things like, I managed to do my run, or I managed to get to the gym early in the morning, or I submitted my report on time. Anything that you did great. And this is again another opportunity here to appreciate yourself and to celebrate any small achievements that you did. I feel like we often feel a lot of pressure from outside to always be successful and always accomplish a lot of things, but we don't actually acknowledge enough what we did. And this is a small daily reflection to remind us that maybe we didn't start a huge business today or didn't make $1 million, but we made progress towards our goals, our habits, a better, healthier life, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And on the very top, for the daily sheet, you can also write a reward. And this is it. This is the productivity system that I use, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. I've tried different things, and I did a Pomodoro one, which was great, but I found it more suitable for incremental tasks when you have to write a long report and you want to break it down. This was great, but for just generally building your day and shaping your day into something that you want it to be, and getting to your goals in your busy life and scheduling those goals in, scheduling those things that you want to achieve, just having a skeleton for that and the vision of how your day is gonna look like. I found that this system worked the best, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. As promised, I'll add the PDF in the link description with the daily sheet and the weekly sheet that you can use. Another way you can do it is just create it in your small notebook. I really suggest getting a light notebook that you can carry everywhere. This way you can always have your goals and your reminders, the shape of your day in front of you, and you can pull it out and just say, give yourself, in the middle of the busy life, give yourself a reminder of what is important to you and what things you're trying to accomplish. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really did enjoy sharing this system with you, and if you liked it, please like the video, comment below what makes you the most productive, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content coming up. Until next time.